Hello everyone, I'm Asha Best. Today I welcome you all in class 6, second chapter of geography, globe, latitudes and longitudes. Dear students, in this video we'll understand about latitude and longitude. Okay, first of all, this chapter I have divided into two parts, so we'll be studying in two parts. We'll discuss the first part today. In the last video, we studied about our Earth in the solar system. There we understood the shape and size of the Earth. So here we'll study more about our Earth, including the lines, the imaginary lines, latitudes and longitudes. Now, what are longitudes and latitudes? What is its use and how they influence our life? Everything we are going to study in this presentation. Longitudes and latitudes, dear students, are the imaginary lines on Earth so that we can understand about Earth more clearly. In the first chapter, we studied that our Earth is inflated at the top and bottom, okay, and a little, you can say, stressed in the middle. It rotates on its axis. It is slightly inclined also at 23 and half degree angle. Okay, it is slightly inclined. Here also a picture of globe is given. You can see here it is slightly inclined towards this side. Okay, and these lines, the lines which we found on globe are the imaginary lines. There are not any such line on the earth. The scientists understand the globe in a better way through these lines. Now today we'll understand this, the earth, okay, and the lines of latitudes and longitudes so that we can use it in our daily life for reading time. Okay. Now first of all, let's discuss globe. What is a globe? A globe is a true model or miniature form of the earth. Globes may be of varying size and type. Big ones which cannot be carried easily, small pocket globes, and globe like balloons which can be inflated and are handy and carried with ease. Now, as we said that it is a model of earth, they may be different in size, and nowadays we have balloons like globes that can be carried easily from one place to another. There is no specific size fixed for a globe, and so it says that globes may be of different sizes. We rotate the globe in the same way as earth rotate in the real. In a globe you can see countries. Okay, in a globe what we can see countries, oceans, and get knowledge about their specific size. Now let's talk about the axis of the earth. Axis is 360 degree. Okay, the axis is 360 degree. Around 360 degree we have 24 hours. Okay, around 360 degree we have 24 hours. Okay, when the earth rotates on its axis, it has 24 hours. It has 24 hours. So we can say that in 360 degree we have to complete 24 hours. Okay, that includes the day and night. So 50 degree equals to 1 hour and 1 degree equals to 4 minutes. What we can say? We can say that 360 degree we have 24 hours and 15 degree equals to 1 hour. Okay, and 1 degree equals to how many minutes? 4 minutes. Okay, this is we can say about earth. Scientists study the earth in this way. Now let's move forward. Let's talk about the poles. The top and bottom of the earth are called the poles. They are similar to the top and bottom of the globe. Okay, they are similar to, as we can see here in this picture, that the top as well as the bottom. Okay, so the top is known as the North Pole and the bottom is known as the South Pole. They are similar to the top and bottom of the globe. Okay, the top is called the North Pole and the bottom is called the South Pole. The way a globe rotates around the pivots, the earth also rotates around an imaginary line. The imaginary line around which the earth rotates is called the axis of the earth. Okay, that is the axis of the earth on which the earth rotates. The globe has the same kind of axis on which it rotates. Now equator. Let's talk about equator. An imaginary line running on the globe divides it into two equal parts. This line is known as the equator. The northern half of the earth is called or known as the northern hemisphere and the southern half is known as the southern hemisphere. So dear students, the line here you can see the imaginary line, yes, this line which divides the earth into two equal half. Okay, that is the equator. This is the equator. And towards north if we move, this is the northern hemisphere. When we move towards south, it is the southern hemisphere. Okay, so here we are talking specially about the equator. This line which is at the 0 degree and it divides the earth into two equal parts. So that is all the equator. Now parallels of latitudes. Parallels, we know them as latitudes. It is very difficult to get an idea about the location of a place. So how you will locate places on it? For that we need parallels of latitude. We'll be requiring or referencing these lines to know about certain places. Okay, like all parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitudes. Okay, parallels of latitudes. Latitudes are measured in degrees. Important parallels of latitudes are Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north in the northern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degree south in the southern hemisphere. Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north of the equator and Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree south of the equator. Let's study it through a diagram. Here in this diagram, you can see the parallels of latitude. Okay, so let's discuss them one by one. Parallels of latitude. Here, as in the previous slide, we studied about the equator, the center which divides the earth into two equal halves. Now let's talk about the parallels of latitude. Towards the north, we have Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree south, towards north. 23.5 degree towards north. Then we are talking about parallels of latitude. We have Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north. Okay, then we have Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degree south, and Antarctic Circle, that is 66.5 degree south. These are the parallels of latitudes. Now let's talk about the heat zones of the earth. Heat zones of the earth. There are 3 heat zones of the earth. Okay. These heat zones help us to know about the temperature, climate or weather of a particular zone on the earth. These heat zones are torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. Looking at this diagram, you can easily understand that this is the equator. ठीक है, सेंटर में इक्वेटर है. Then towards 23.5 north and 23.5 south, we have torrid zone. This is the torrid zone. When we move forward towards north, there is the temperate zone. Here the weather is moderate here, not too hot and not too cold. And towards pole, if we go, there is the frigid zone. Okay, so look at the diagram, you can understand it better. We have torrid zone here between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. In the Arctic region, okay, if you talk about this Arctic region, we have the temperate zone, moderate climate, and while we move towards the pole, we have the heat zone, that is the frigid zone. Now dear students, we'll study about these heat zones in detail in the next part of this chapter. Till now, just revise whatever we studied today in this part. Hope you liked it. Hope you understood it. We'll soon meet with the second part of the chapter. Till then, good day and enjoy.